Hello, here is another AYD League game played between 4Q players on even. It got pretty exciting from the beginning. The Fuseki was quite balanced, and the lower left fight went pretty good for white. And later on, black captured some stones in the top, and it felt like it's going to reverse the game. But in the end, white still won by 11 points and a half. So let's check it out. So we have a diagonal Fuseki that usually leads to a more complicated game. Black could play a Shimari here. Also, it's okay to attack the top left corner in order to prevent the Shimari. But in a diagonal Fuseki, back in the day was very common to play the Shimari right away. So e3, nowadays would be more popular to play f3 or f4. But also, black can attack the top left corner, and when white defends e16, then go for the Shimari on the left, in the lower left. Also, when black attacks at c15, white can also be aggressive and attack e3 or e4, and this will lead to a completely different game. So there are many possibilities already, but nothing wrong to play o3. So here, if white defends calm at r6, which happened in the game, black can come back and create a Shimari, and this time black went for the tight Shimari. It's also okay to play f3. It kind of narrows a bit the bottom side, playing the loose Shimari, and also it puts more emphasis towards the corner. Well, the tight Shimari, it's an option too. So far so good. So white got the loose Shimari, and black took away the extension. Absolutely fine. This is the key point for white in the top also, to extend all the way to k17. Now, if black wants to play a little tighter, a move like o17, it's also playable. But yeah, the usual move is k17. So white attacks the right side, black defends, very good. White slides. Here white can go in the corner, San right away, in order to reduce black's potential more. So the common Joseki will be push and block, because black wants the top side when he already got the extension at k17, then either extend again to g17 or protect the bottom side, or extend all the way to c12 in order to prepare the invasion around c16. So this can happen if white invades the corner. Now white of course can also slide like it happened in the game, or simply extend back to q10. So this is the move, defend the corner. Usually here white extends to space jump low, but having all the low moves at r5, r11, r14, it feels flat, so it's a nice idea for white to step up to the 4th line. That's good to see. Now black got a middle side extension on the left. That's a good direction from his Shimari. Black can still go all the way to c12, threatening the invasion at c16. White will usually extend in the top, a17, then black can extend back to d9, or take the bottom extension also. And if white comes inside, then black will counter pincer and fight a little bit. So it feels quite balanced, but maybe black is slightly ahead in this Fuseki. It's hard to judge. It looks like both white and black have a lot of potential all over the place. So the middle side extension. Also, black can think about shoulder hit and jump like this, because it's still kind of reverse to the middle side extension. It's d11 instead of d10 or c10. Also, black can consider d16, but I think that will be played in the game, or d14, the AI style. But yeah, c10 is fine. Then white plays a shoulder hit here. For white, maybe it's more interesting to play l3 or a kick and then take away the extension. But well, this kind of shoulder hit is trendy too. Black has the option to play e4, f3, g2. These are the local moves to react to the shoulder hit. Also, black can play j4 or k4, because this is going to help the o3 stone. And even if white goes down f3, black can push once and then take away the extension of the 3 stones. Then here, simply defend. White has all these forcing moves, but white still needs to run out. So overall, black will build the left side and also reinforce the bottom side, while white just creates a group that is going to jump into the middle. But the common move is f3 indeed. and yeah, g2 will probably be have the same kind of result. This is interesting. Usually white plays a one space jump, so this way o3 feels a little bit in trouble, so black can wedge and then try to connect under or slide and make a base. This way, when white plays h4, it's a very easy way to create a sabaki and look for the center. But with this attach, white wants to break the left side. And this attach is also playable, but, well, white can wait and do it later. Black is not going to play another move on the left side too early. So for example, if white plays here and black fixes the bottom, after this, white can also use the attach. It's not like black is going to be in a rush to play another move on the left, because this will just leave the bottom unsettled. So when white plays this tsuke, black can simply no be up. That's an easy way to react. White will hane usually and then play an extension for a base. And here, black can go out with keima in order to put pressure on white's group on the left side. Then white has to run into the middle. This is a simple way to react. Another way for black is to simply go down, descend. Now in this case again, white will extend for a base. Then if black plays a one space jump, white will do the same. Therefore, it's more interesting to play the keima, puts more pressure on white. And then again, white has to come out. White is not going to allow this kind of move to surround the left side. When black plays the hane, this is also a strong resistance, hane above. And white plays the counter hane. Probably black expected white just no-be, so then go down or connect, and white is a little bit over concentrate. But on the hane, black can still connect solid. So in this case, when white plays a hanging connection, trying to make some I shape, black can play atari under, or play this kind of vital point trying to surround the group. Then white will jump, black will jump along, and so on. But the corner is very stable, and white is still on the run. So after hane, black can connect. Black can also consider the atari, and this will lead to a more complicated fight, and then descent. Now here, white can just turn in the corner, and then extend like this, threatening to get forcing moves on the outside. I mean, if black captures the 3 stones, white is happy to atari and sacrifice in order to get very thick, and then attack the single stone on the left side. Therefore, black has to jump. Now here it's a bit tricky because white can play atari like this and connect. So we have a situation where black has to pay attention to the cutting points. So a squeeze can happen. Maybe white is happy with this kind of result. Yeah, kind of painful. And if black tries to capture the 3 stones right away, white will push, cut like this first, then turn couple of times and capture the 2 stones. So sacrifice the left to break the bottom. Well, lots of things can go wrong after the atari. So black has the option to play d4 solid or go up at e5. That's an option too. White will probably hane again to create some RG, then connect. Now here, well, this is similar to the game, but at least white is not getting into the corner. The atari under, it's a bit hasty. If black connects or black plays the no-b and white connects solid at c6, black is not going to play b6, b5 to create cutting points. Black will go down b4, and now black's position is much more solid. White needs to extend for a base and run out. So the problem here is, after atari, black should connect solid. Going out, there are 2 cutting points, d4 and b4. So that's the issue. Now here, if black goes down, white connects, and we have a running battle. So black took a stone, which is actually bait, and white cut. Now the result locally is very good for white, because black invested all these stones on the bottom just to capture 1 stone. So it feels a little bit of a waste. So let's go back a few moves. So first of all, shouldn't play atari b5, but connect solid or no be up. Yeah, these are the options. So capture, now it's force, sacrifice, extend, very good. This move, it's a little bit greedy. It's true that black is very strong on the bottom, but the extension should still be around k4. So it's pretty much in the middle between this stone and the f3 group. And it's enough to go to the 4 line, third line, 4 line, third line. Otherwise, playing a move like j5, black is really trying too hard to build a lot. And in a way, it's like saying, okay, I lost the lower left, so now I'm going to catch up, building more in the middle, but in fact it's going to be less. And also the relationship between this j5 and o3 is not so great. White can play all kind of moves on the bottom like m3, l3 in order to get inside the moyo. It's not like white is going to play away and allow another move on the bottom, for example this one space jump, in order to build a very nice box on the 5th line. White doesn't really accept that happening, so white will come inside. Now when white played the pincer and black went k3, we have 2 stones, k3 and j5, and instead of 2 stones, black would play just one at k4. And in general, it's better to play one move instead of 2. And also, playing 2 stones like this instead of 1, black build less than expected. So white can play the attach. He played Kosumi, also possible. Also the kick, it's an option, and jump out. But on the left side, if black plays a 1 space jump like this, and white invades the bottom, black can turn in center next, threatening to come out at b6. So white needs to capture this stone, then pincer or fix the corner. And playing c8 also helps c10. But still, on the bottom, black should extend k4. So white pincers, counter, now leaving the corner. At this stage, it already feels that white has the first chance to win the game. With all this potential, the moya on the right side, which is going to be a territory pretty soon. Black got over concentrated on the bottom. And now black has this weak stone on the left side. And it's also important to play a big point like g17. Otherwise, white will go all the way to h17. So up to this point, the Fuseki was quite balanced before this fight happened on the left side, where black lost the b5 stone, and now it feels slightly better for white. Actually quite comfortable. This is probably the last large Fuseki spot on the board, g17. That's a proper move. Secures the corner and attacks black's weak stone. Now black is reducing the top a little bit. Here white can connect solid. And now when black plays another move, white doesn't have to do anything locally. And it's more interesting to expand the moya on the right side and also limit the top black's moya. So this was center for black. Coming inside here, it's a little bit desperate. White can just Nobi. It's more interesting for black to play moves like p13, threatening to enter the right side. So white will usually just block, then get ahead. White can Hane once, block. And even if white keeps the right side, black is also growing his top. So this will be black's box, and this is white. But white just increases the territory with a few extra points. So black shouldn't really try to damage those points and lose most of the potential in the top. It's nice to lean on white's territory on the right. And for example here, when black plays this move and white tries to reduce from the left side, black can get inside with r13. So white should really defend somehow. Then black gets ahead to expand more. White went down because white feels good about his position, so he just wants to play without any risk. But Hane above or Nobi would show more fighting spirit. So here black has to go out. This jump, it's a bit risky. Black should just play a one space jump to go escape towards the center. Now here white can wedge. Then black has to stay connected. If white wants to connect the right side, we'll play another move. But white can also play Keima in order to make sure that the middle group is not going to connect to the top. Well, it can connect to the bottom, but black needs to jump again. So now white can go on a counter attack with this attach. So even if white loses some potential on the right, he can make it back in the top. That's why sometimes it's not so interesting to invade your opponent's territory, but expand yours and let him build what he can build, but limit his potential. So with this jump, it's tricky because white can play a Hane and try to kill everything. Now white played the key move here, probably going for some kind of attack like this, and just keep black running out on neutral points. So here when black jumps, white has a big chance to get a lot of profit just cutting right away. So if Atari connect, Atari go out, black connects, and then net everything. It's very difficult for black now. All that group can die inside. So white was kind and just peep at the cutting point, and now black can go out. Instead of this push, it's better to play Keima, or don't play anything, just Keima like this, and keep chasing the group. Black is running out, but it's not going to build, and then reduce the top side somehow. Atsuke like this, for example, and it's good enough. Also, Atsuke at N16 can be a problem. So white pushed several times, but he kinda hurts his group on the right. Good he played this move. It's very bad for white to block and allow this hanging connection, because now he's losing the base on the right side and will become a target. So it's important to go S11, then stay safe, but this leaves some RG on the cut. Ah, black can actually exploit this. Normally, black can just jump here to connect the groups. And we are back to the move that black could play originally. So white play that move. Yeah, this is good. Actually, on the right side, black still needs a move to keep that line connected. Now white kind of desperately tries to reduce the moyo, but for white it's more interesting to come inside with a Keima. This will break the connection between the right side group and the top. So it's important to break this line. And then black has to go out, no B, jump again, black will turn or jump again, and then think about moves to reduce the or invade the top. So cap move. Now here black has a chance to get some points back. Normally just no B and then a one space jump, kill everything inside the moyo. In general, black plays a Hane, then an Obi, but now maybe it's not so easy to catch that group. So black really wants to kill everything with a peep, but the other peep is actually the vital point, because when you play away something like, I don't know, jump here, white wants to block this way to make some I shape. Therefore, it's more interesting to start with a key point, and then after white connects the 3 stones in line, that's a heavy group. So now it's a heavy group anyway, then pull back, that's fine. So here white is changing the plan. He wants to go for some profit in the top. Oh, snapback is coming. So the only option for black here is to capture, to connect and give up the stone in the top. Now simply go up, because this is threatening a double Atari with shortage of liberties, and then jump again in the center. So like this, black is losing 1 stone, not 3 stones. And black still keeps the 3 stones captured in the top. That's a pretty good catch, but it's a pity to lose those 3 stones on the left. I mean, it's not necessary. So now white got some compensation. Yeah, already on territory, even if black keeps the top side, it still looks like white is a little bit ahead. So clamp. Here black can connect first. Connect. When white comes out, then connect. Or push again, in fact. Oh, actually this is super dangerous for white. Ladder works. And when white connects here, black can connect under. So not so easy. In fact, if black connects like this, white needs to block here and black can cut. So the 2 stones are captured. Very important to connect this line. I mean, threatening to separate the 2 stones from the right side group. Let's see on the left side. Block Atari. Atari. Yeah, this might be a little dangerous. Okay, so it makes sense to pull back or to play nothing, but you need to save this E10 stone, so jump out. Yeah, on the right side, white got some white got away not being punished at Q15. So here there are lots of cutting points. Here black needs to play another move. Just connect solid. If white pushes and cuts now, black can defend the corner and it's fine. So many cutting points. This kind of jump is going to expand the middle a little bit, but black is losing too much in the top right corner next. Yeah, that's just too expensive. White can play Atari first and then protect. Black still needs to connect in the top. But even without, black had to defend, that's fine. Here white should play just Nobi. On this move, black has Atari, white connects, and white actually lost the point inside. But if white plays the Nobi, black will play here, and R19 will never be center for black, because every time black plays R19, white can block. Well, in this case, white will kill everything. So black could profit a little bit in the top right. But white really got lots of points there. Strange to connect like this. It's better to connect this way, if got anyway. So if black pushes, white captures, and now there's a double Atari, so black needs to take again. And if black doesn't do anything, white will connect here in center anytime. Actually, white doesn't have to do anything. White is center right now, so it's more interesting to play other moves. So now it feels like the game got a little closer, but black still needs to capture a lot in the center to be able to turn the game around. Here it's better to block. Even if white is using this combination to connect under, if you look in the center, it's more positive to capture this stone with a lot of surrounding territory. Well, normally you have to assess the position and see exactly what happens, but this move doesn't guarantee the capture on h3 right away. Let's see. Well, now it will die. You can capture this way actually. Yeah, it's fine. This jump, it's a bit too optimistic. Normally just Kosumi, but anyway, white will come from the bottom side. Playing here, it's not so easy in fact. White can play here threatening to go inside, then this move, and in the end it's a small capture. Ah, that one didn't really work for white. This is okay for black so far. In fact, black should play Atari this way to make sure white is not going to reduce from the K9 direction, and on this Atari just capture, and if white connects, black and Atari and net. Well, white can squeeze anyway. So here again it's better to play Atari from below. White will go out and then capture the stone on the left side because all these stones are captured inside. If white cuts, black simply extends. If push, just block. So this way black makes more profit in the middle. Like this, just capture the two stones and white managed to go out. So here black could capture these guys and some surrounding territory, and probably it will be enough to turn the game around. And instead of connecting solid, black should play Kosumi, because this is going to reduce the lower side more. I mean, if white connects like this, black can jump in. If white jumps, black will cut. Oops. I mean like this. So that was too kind. Now the center is black, but center is not as big as it looks many times. Let's see. Tuck, 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 tuck. So if black connects, white pushes, black blocks, push, block, turn, connect. Anyway, it's got this, so you can keep the stones connected. And if this wedge, Atari, and block here, and white is captured faster, or black can play the bamboo connection, white captures, and black doesn't have to go down. Now play somewhere else. Well, white also doesn't have to block, it's too small. Let's see, Kosumi here, it's an option. Continue all the way in center, then make some points in the center. If black turns, just capture one stone. So this was slack. Black reduced a lot in the center. Black should take again. It's center. So let's see here. Reduce some more. Still hard to come back now. Seems a bit too late. That's a good capture, but a little small. Block was good. This is a nice endgame. So here, if black cuts, white cuts, black captures, Atari, connect, black connects, white can capture, black connects, and black captures, white connects, and black connects in center. So actually, black could resist with L2. It's not a problem if white cuts and plays Atari above, because when white cuts here, black will capture. You should read this out every time. Otherwise, the reducing went pretty well for white. And it was submissive to let him do all the sequence. And here, black can play the Hane. If white plays Atari, black connects, but white needs to connect also. So usually white will just connect right away. But going down, it's Gote. Going down, it's just going to take away white's Atari. White could Atari earlier in Sente, like this. But then, later on, black can capture the stone back. So it's not such a big deal. Anyway, in order to prevent the Atari, should Hane. If white plays away, then capture the two stones. This was Gote. It's more interesting to play Atari in Sente and leave it like that. But anyway, there's nothing bigger at this stage, so... And even that Gote didn't change much. Yeah, that was Sente. Oh. So when white captured, black can jump, but white will capture again. Black can jump again, and white will capture again in Sente, and then protect the left side. It seems that white gets more points in the top right corner, so yeah, fine to protect. Here, white should connect solid, no cotrets. Usually here, it's okay to play a Hane and another Hane. Then when white protects, blocks, black can leave the position like this. Or black can connect and there is still a Ko. And this Ko you can fight. But right now there are still other points to play. So Hane and Hane, it will finish Sente, then play somewhere else. And when white captures one stone, you block and it's still okay. Because connecting was got anyway. Now white played the move here to threaten Hane in center to prepare a snapback, so black should go down and keep the 2 points. Otherwise for white it's center to play that Hane, and very annoying. He should do it now. Hane must connect. Then other moves. All center. White got that Hane too. This sacrifice didn't do much. And that was it. So it seems that after ruining the lower left corner, white had managed to keep his lead throughout the whole game. And even if black captured the stones in the top, he immediately lost a few stones that were quite important in the center, and the center didn't become so large. It's a pity black didn't catch these guys in the center when he had the chance to make it much closer. So lots of small tactics that sum up, and in the end white managed to win this game. Congrats and enjoy the review.